inside the cell.
I knew
Learning the biology that gives cells their individual identities.
We already knew that each cell in our body, these are the genes in the nucleus. The nucleus in each of our cells contains 23 pairs of chromosomes made up of long strands of DNA.
This is divided into sections or genes that direct the cell to make particular proteins. These proteins, which scientists sometimes call factors, are what give the cells their different identities. All of our cells contain the same genes, but in a skin cell, only the genes that make skin proteins are turned on. The active genes are always in the unwound, open areas of the chromosome. Keep embryonic stem cells pluripotent, might be able to reprogram the specialized identity of a differentiated cell.
He started with a list of over 100 possibles. He didn't know if they operated alone or in combination, which would mean over 1 million possible variations. Using an off-the-shelf computer program, Shinya Yamanaka was able to distinguish the 24 most likely candidates.
It took years of work. He took a combination of 4 factors that normally only act together in the embryonic stem cell and inserted them into a skin cell. In a process we don't fully understand, the chromosomes began to unwind. Shinya's factors could now attach to the genes which make embryonic stem cell proteins. The proteins, called OCT4, SOX2, KLF4 and c-MYC, overwhelmed the competing message from the skin genes, fooling the cell into thinking it's in an embryonic environment. As these reprogrammed cells replicate, they become more and more like embryonic stem cells, until eventually they are indistinguishable. From this state, it can now be used to produce any cell in the body.
what I discovered was that
and then forwards into any other cell. In fact, it didn't just work with skin.
But in fact, that's not true. So our notions about development were clearly wrong. It isn't so fixed as we thought it was. It means we have to be more